Netflix's new Narnia is coming to theaters in 2026, and Greta Gerwig has taken the helm as the director of this new Narnia that is set to start filming this year, which at first I thought was good news. She has created some beautiful movies, and C.S. Lewis's Narnia is such great source material that you can't really mess it up, right? Well, wrong, apparently, because Meryl Streep is in talks to play Aslan. Yes, they are casting the iconic lion, Aslan, as a girl. You know, the lion with the huge mane. A character that C.S. Lewis wrote as a clear representation of Jesus. They had the opportunity to just knock this out of the park in more ways than one, but specifically with Aslan, the iconic figure. They could have hired someone like Morgan Freeman. He has an iconic voice. Also, he's a man, so it makes sense. So they had Liam with his, I don't, does he have a British accent in Narnia?
Welcome, Peter, son of Adam. Welcome, Susan and Lucy, daughters of Eve.
He has an objectively, iconic voice, so they have to go up a notch, So Morgan Freeman, the obvious choice. Apparently not. Apparently Meryl.
That's all.
It's it is so entertaining at this point because everything they do is wrong. There is never a story in which it's they did the right thing today. It's no, and here's how they messed this up, and this, and someone said Aslan is literally a male lion. With all due respect to Meryl Streep's acting abilities, there's no conceivable reason to cast a female as Aslan unless it is to deliberately subvert C.S. Lewis. Unfortunately, because whether or not Streep gets cast, it seems clear that Aslan is set to be a girl in Gerwig's film. She's girl bossing too close to the sun. One article that released this news originally said, an offer has been made to Meryl Streep to portray a central character in the series. Aslan, the Great Lion. It breaks my heart to read it because it's just so bad. Streep is in talks to portray Aslan, who will be female in the series. Aslan in the novels is a talking lion who serves as Narnia's guardian and a mentor to the human children. Typically portrayed as a male, Aslan was created as an allegory for Jesus by author C.S. Lewis. I can just envision them all in a room. And they're saying, okay, so we're going to be doing Narnia. And everyone's because it's C.S. Lewis. There's Christian undertones. Dun, 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 right? So then they're all brainstorming ways of we're going to subvert C.S. here. And that subtle Christian undertone we have to wipe. And then someone says, I know what we can do. We can make Aslan a girl. That's exactly, I bet, how it went. Or is it in Greta's mind from the beginning? And she's just I'm going to take this movie, but Aslan will be a girl. I hate us sometimes. This character is a father figure in the films. I mean, they call him the one true king. So is he going to be a queen now? There's so many things that just ruin this. But here's something that is not up for debate. The importance of keeping our bodies healthy, which is why I'm so excited about armor colostrum. It's basically nature's original superfood. It contains over 400 bioactive nutrients that work together to support your gut health, strengthen your immune system, help with hair growth, and boost your energy at the cellular level. So while we might not all agree about the latest wellness trends or cultural hot takes, feeling healthy and energetic is something that we all want. Armor helps your body thrive in the modern world no matter what chaos is happening around you. Plus, most probiotics only target one part of your gut and arrive dead anyway. Armor colostrum, though, works differently because it supports your entire gut wall system, balancing your microbiome and strengthening barriers against irritants that cause bloating. I absolutely love my armor. I know I always say this because it tastes like liquid gold. It really does, guys. I literally love it. It makes all of my cold drinks just taste so much better, and it makes everything that I'm drinking just 10 times healthier, which is fantastic. So if you guys also want to try this wonderful, so good tasting liquid gold, I have worked out a special offer for my audience. You can receive 15% off your first order by going to tryarmor.com/Conrad or enter code Conrad at checkout to get 15% off that first order. That's tryarmor.com/Conrad today. Because taking armor is a great idea. Changing Aslan into a woman is a horrible idea. Also, is Aslan just not going to have a mane anymore? Because if I remember correctly, his mane is very important to his character. But female lions do not have manes. Here's just a photo of a female lion. It's not Aslan. It is not the same. I think also in the movie, or in the books, or both, when Aslan is sacrificed and dies, the wicked witch, who is a woman, she then wears the mane, as a sign of I defeated him or whatever. Which again, a key plot point, just they'll probably make the Wicked Witch a man because men are bad. Someone said, who's playing the Ice Queen? Brad Pitt? I mean, at this point, yeah, probably.
Golami.
Someone else said, Hollywood hates Christ. I'm tired of it. I mean, we all are. Well, Hollywood isn't. Because just when we think that they're done, just when we think like freaking Cynthia Erivo becoming Jesus Christ in Jesus Christ Superstar at the Hollywood Bowl, I mean, they just keep going. Honestly, because there are just so many gender swaps and race swaps these days, I don't want to jump on every single one of them, but this one is just so comically stupid that I needed to talk about it. I mean, with Snow White having just taken a royal beating at the box office, Hollywood still hasn't learned. I don't know if they ever will at this point. I really don't. The last of the original Narnia movies came out in 2010, so I was younger when they came out when I first watched them, but this one diehard Narnia fan really did a good job of summarizing all of our thoughts.
It's very difficult to get my attention with either race or gender swapping characters because generally I just do not care. I think a lot of the controversies are contrived, overblown, performative, and overdramatic. This is one of the first times where I think there is actually a conversation here to be had. I think to understand the conversation, you have to understand Narnia, which is not actually allegory. Aslan literally is Jesus Christ. In the mouth of C.S. Lewis himself, he said if Aslan represented the immaterial deity, he would be an allegorical figure. In reality, however, he is an invention, giving an imaginary answer to the question, what might Christ become like if there really were a world like Narnia, and he chose to be incarnate and die and rise again in that world as he actually has done in ours. This is not allegory at all.
So according to C.S. Lewis, he's not even saying it's allegory. Nonetheless, girl Aslan.
Say here is whether you're a Christian or not, whether you like Narnia or not, I think there is a modicum of respect to be put onto this story as a Christian story. Narnia has oftentimes been dubbed unadaptable, partly because it's a difficult story with characters that change. The story jumps around in regards to the timeline. Also, there's just so many heavy Christian themes here that a lot of people probably wouldn't want to make or wouldn't want to watch. I think when a story has deep religious meaning and means something to the people of that faith, whether it be Christian, Jewish, Muslim, Hindu, Buddhist, etc., I think there should be some respect put onto that story. Be painfully blunt here, if you're just trying to make a statement, Meryl Streep is wonderfully talented. It's a bit strange to try to make that statement with a woman who was famously silent about Harvey Weinstein, even referring to him as God back in 2012. I think the question becomes, given the heavy Christian themes of the Chronicles of Narnia, if you don't want to deal with those themes at all, why are you even trying to tell this story? Just tell any other story or write something new.
Any other story would work. The amount of books, too, that are out there that never get made into movies. And then Narnia literally just has already been made into a movie, and they're like, that one. And even though it's Christian, we're just going to completely eviscerate it. Obviously, I am foreshadowing. I don't know what they're doing to the script. I don't know what they're doing to the storyline. But based on this act alone, this decision alone, I'm viewing it in a totally different light, in a negative way, unfortunately. Now, someone commented under that video, and he said, I think now more than ever, we need positive male figures in media, especially in a Christian context. Aslan is the best example of that. I don't think this is the step forward they want it to be. And then the creator responded and said, that first part is an element I meant to put into this video, and I forgot. It's a great point. Another person said, Meryl Streep as the Ice Queen makes way more sense. I'm really hoping this is just an early April Fool's joke. Me too. Today is April Fool's Day, so maybe, I mean, this came out yesterday or 2 days ago and it sort of just got leaked, so I don't really think that it is, but maybe they're paying attention to this reaction and then they're gonna change course accordingly. Maybe. That's me having even a little bit of hope and faith in Hollywood. Someone else said, gender swapping Aslan would be a catastrophically bad decision, and I'm not even Christian. Everyone sees it. It's like the Cynthia Erivo thing. Everyone saw it, even if you're not a Christian. It's just rude. It is lacking respect. Again, why make it? Why? Do they want to offend a large swath of people that would come out in droves to see this film when it releases? I know many Christians who would be so excited to go see this in theater, so I don't get why this would be the fight they chose to pick. Honestly, I don't even know why they're remaking it in the first place, considering the film adaptation was not made all that long ago. More importantly, and my biggest question with this whole story, is why remake this story if you do not believe or want to explore the very Christian undertones and the messages of C.S. Lewis? I mean, literally why? Maybe, just maybe, Netflix will see the error in its ways and change the course of the casting before it's too late. Don't fix what isn't broken, and don't mess with Aslan. Thanks so much for watching today's episode. If you want more content like this, make sure to subscribe to our channel and like this video if you enjoyed it. And last but not least, if you want more content, you can also follow me on my personal accounts, as well as our new comment section Instagram. See you guys in the comments.